I created this iMovie to encourage people to not only collaborate, but to learn how they can collaborate during this tough time that we are all experiencing. As many of us already know, we can accomplish far more as a team than we can on our own. If you are looking for some suggestions on new ways of working together with your colleagues, either from near or far, this instructional tool is for you. I've added a SAMR assessment of the tools that I have suggested so that you can have an idea of how useful these tools can be in the classroom environment as well. If you go to the description of this iMovie, you will find a link to a more thorough description of SAMR. Google Drive is one of the absolutely best ways to give everyone access to the same documents. You can create a shared folder and everyone on your team can contribute to it. I use Google Drive daily with my colleagues. The first tool I'm going to talk about is Google Docs. Google Docs help us create documents, and my favorite thing is hyperlink documents. You can collaborate and share your work with anyone around the world. You can log in and work on them from anywhere that you have Wi-Fi. The best part is that you can update the document anytime without having to resend it. If you have already shared a document, lesson, or proposal and decide you want to make those last-minute changes, you can go in without having to resend them the document. You can give people editing or suggesting access to it, and you can create a folder in your Google Drive so that they can add to it as well. Here is a picture of a hyperlink document that I thought I loved when I created it. After collaborating with a partner, I realized that although I met all of the criteria, it was not eye-catching and it was a little bit confusing. After going back to the drawing board, I realized the perfect way to do it. This was a picture of the first page of the brand new HyperDoc that I created. To this day, I love it, and it was perfect for home learning, and each link led to a math activity for the day, and no one had any problems following it. Depending on how you use Google Docs, it can be used as modification or redefinition, because you can collaborate and create projects from anywhere. I specifically like how there is a chat function on the side where you can discuss the document as you create it together. There's also a feature to tag sections and put stickies on the side to give some last-minute comments to your partner. Google Slides. This is a program where you can make a slideshow and edit it from anywhere. It is a very user-friendly program that saves as you go. I love that you can easily import slides from other projects, and you can save a slide or a whole slide show into a PDF. One useful function is that you can save or export slides into a file and then import them all into iMovie to make a movie out of them. What I love the best about Google Slides is that you can collaborate with a group and create a project together. I created this slideshow with a teacher that lived 14 hours away. It worked great because we could leave notes on the side with what we were thinking, and we could give each other feedback as we were creating it. Using it just to create a slideshow for a presentation would be substitution, but how I would use this with the class would be modification. I would use it to collaborate and create projects together as a group. You can even post messages on the side and explain your thinking to your students as they are working with their group. Zoom. This is a great app to communicate with staff, students, and parents. You can have a chat session with many people or have a virtual meeting with them. It can even be used by students to work with a partner on a project at home. This is a picture of our staff all Zooming and collaborating on what our COVID back-to-school video was going to look like. This is the day we realized how much we missed being together and realized how nice it was to collaborate together once again. And Zoom gave us a great way of doing it from afar. Microsoft Teams has all of the wonderful qualities that Zoom has, but I find it a little bit more user-friendly. I love that you are able to continue to chat after the meeting is over. I also love the little reminders that it gives me before the meetings happen so that I am not late. Microsoft Teams and Zoom are augmentation or higher. Instead of just replacing a face-to-face meeting, you're adding features to it, such as the ability to record and play back the meeting. Another good feature is the ability to chat in the sidebar while the meeting is going on. So if you have questions, you're able to ask them without interrupting the flow of the meeting. It also allows for note taking on the side and the ability to collaborate with people from anywhere. If used to communicate with people in other towns or countries, it would even be hitting the redefinition level. Canva. Canva helps people design projects to make them look professional and have a consistent look or theme. You can make presentation, flyers, brochures, resumes, invitations, and business cards. It can be used as an individual or as a team. It works great to catch students' attention and can be used to give students information about their projects in an eye-catching way. It can be created by a group or used to collaborate afterwards. Vinage. Vinage is very similar to Canva, but I personally like it better. I love that there's so many more possibilities for your designs. The best thing about it is that you can download them into a PNG, a PDF file, and you can put them on your website, or you can send it to different staff members, or you can even print them off and give them to students. Students love to create brochures for their group projects. It gives them so many options and it makes their products look so professional. When collaborating to create a workshop for staff members, myself and my colleagues continuously use Vinage so that we can give that professional look to our handouts. Canva and Vinage are two tools that can even be in the modification category because you can collaborate from afar and create wonderful infographics and give you time to get feedback and continuously work to create a fine-tuned professional looking project. I hope that after watching this iMovie, it has made you want to go out and do more online collaboration.